I hope we're recording. Hey everyone, it's Monday. Happy Monday. We're just checking in on you and making sure you are all set for today. Hopefully you had a relaxing weekend because I know I did. So I'm happy for this weekend that we just had. Um, there's some great news we heard about the coronavirus where there's less reported deaths, I believe, in the city, which is great. It doesn't mean we are out of the woods yet. So by all means, continue to social distance yourself. Do not go out unless you have to. And if you are, wear a face mask, wash your hands. But honestly, just stay home. Don't leave if you really have to. So let's go ahead and look at today's topic, which is all about this thing called the Enlightenment. So let's go ahead and do this stuff. So I'm going to present this. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's lovely. 10%. It's all good. We'll finish up. Happy National Siamese Cat Day. I think I'm gonna just keep doing these for now, to keep us entertained. So it's Siamese Cat Day. So if you have a Siamese cat, that's pretty dope. Also it's Student Athlete Day. I don't know why I didn't put that in there, but for all you student athletes out there, I'm sorry you're not doing your thing, but we're keeping each other safe. So test on Wednesday. We got a test on Wednesday. So tomorrow there'll be a study guide up, and that'll be the assignment for tomorrow. That study guide to make sure you know what you should be focusing on for the test on Wednesday. Also, just keep looking at these Google Slides because they'll help you out for sure. And looking back at the assignments, we've put comments on them, so you should be able to see what you might need to work on a little bit more. Awesome. So the Enlightenment. What is it? That's our focus question, and I'm going to hone in and determine the effects that the Enlightenment had on human thinking and on governments. And of course, here's our GIF. It's Mickey Mouse. He has like this light bulb come on in, and when we see that, it's typically like on cartoons. Oh, this person has an idea. So think about the Enlightenment as that we have ideas and we need to share them. Right? The word light is an enlightenment. So let's continue on. So just as a recap, the scientific revolution was a time where we are looking for reason instead of the faith. We're not looking to the religion or to God for answers. We're looking for reason or our own thinking. And so we're starting to question the world, and that's where the scientific method comes into place, right? The scientific method is like these rules that we follow in science, and you follow these rules, and you're going to get an answer. And so people are going to use the scientific method to find answers to questions they may have. And we have these new ideas and these new inventions also taking place during the scientific revolution. And if you're confused as to what some of those ideas or inventions are, just look back at April 3rd slides. Awesome. So enter the Enlightenment, right? The Enlightenment, it's basically sort of like the scientific revolution, except we're looking at the government and law of Europe. And we're using the scientific method because, once again, the scientific method is a great rule guide for us to use to question things. So we're questioning the governments and the laws. And then education is very important here for society to progress or to continue to get better. So this is what the Enlightenment is all about. Now we have these two men who come out during the Enlightenment with their own ideas they want to share. So on the left, we have Thomas Hobbes. And Thomas Hobbes, his thing is, people give up some rights and power in exchange for the government to give them protection, right? So we give our rights, or at least some of them, and we get the government to protect us. And that's a social contract, right? Think of a contract as you and the government agree to different things, right? And all you have to do is give your rights, or some of them, to the government, and they give you your protection. So John Locke is totally different though. He is, the government protects our natural rights, which are life, liberty, and property. Which is another type of social contract, right? Contract between you and the government. The government will protect your rights, and you in turn will give, your trust in the government. So we have humans, we have natural rights, life, liberty, and property. We are born with these, says John Locke. And people can change the government if the government does not protect our rights. That's important. If the government is not protecting our rights, we can get rid of it. So there is a difference between these two, and you'll see it in your assignment as well. The effects of the Enlightenment, well, we're going to talk about just one quick effect. We have these revolutions that happen in France, Latin America, and the United States. The Enlightenment give us these new ideas that lead us to the revolutions of America against England and France against its monarch. And of course in Latin America where these people such as Haiti with Toussaint Louverture will take back, power from the governments who have taken advantage of them. So here's some videos. There's 4. This one in the biggest is probably the best one to look at. Some other ones are good. This one's a podcast. It's long, so if you're interested in that, there's that. But look at this one, if anything. Awesome. In our next steps, once again, we go into this document called the Enlightenment, which is on Google Doc and Google Classroom. You're going to type your answers on that document, and you're going to turn in that document by April 7th at 11:59 p.m. on Google Classroom. Let's go ahead and look at the document now. This one. So this is what it's going to look like. You're going to start off with a word play. Once again, what word do you see in enlightenment? If you're following along with the slides, you'll figure it out. What does that word mean? And that's going to be worth 8 points. Then we're going to review a little bit about the scientific revolution. What was it? Just so you get into your head what it's all about, right? What effect did it have? And just some questions. It's a fun thing, right? Or some questions you have about about life or the world. Then we're going to go a little bit into the Enlightenment. What it is it? We're going to compare Hobbes and Locke a little bit. And you're going to basically decide who do you agree with the most. You're going to use some evidence from the reading, or at least from the chart and from the slides if you have to. But yeah, that's what we're looking for. You're going to pick which one of these you agree with and why. And then there's a final part right here, how the Enlightenment also affects other parts of the world. Yeah. So honestly, I think it's a pretty good starter for our week. As always, please continue to work on the assignments that you may have not turned in yet, because it's important that you get those in, especially with the test that's coming up on Wednesday. As always, please reach out to us. Email me. I'm serious when I say if you need to talk to me face to face, we can do that on Google Meetings. Just send that to me on my email and I will reply. A lot of you notice I reply real quick because I'm on my phone all the time. So feel free to do that. As always, stay safe. If you need anything, let me know. Yeah. It's a nice color shirt. I like it. But yeah. Yeah, stay safe, and we'll see you when we see you. We miss you all so much. And I'm hoping we get to see each other really soon, April 20th. Until then, stay safe. Bye.